Language like error, my intent already sprinting while vocabulary still tying his shoes. Ideas stacked 3 layers ahead, but the words arrive late, corrupted, half-rendered articulation, choking on through put the tongue scrambling to translate thoughts that already mutated twice. I'm speaking subtitles of a movie that's already on the next scene. You waiting for clarity, I'm fighting latency, syllables dragging behind cognition like broken packets, but I never slow to fix it. I accelerate to outrun the delay, the verse becomes a death sync race where meaning drop frames, but velocity stay flawless. I don't wait for language to catch up, I force it forward until speed itself becomes a message.
Language like air, stay clean. They wait for words I'm already seen. Mind too fast for the screen. I hold control in between.
Language like error, eyes ahead, they pause to say I already said. Fast don't scare me, even misread, I keep it sharp while words thread. Sharp while words thread. Still lagging language buffer, overrun articulation, dumping approximations of thoughts too fast to fully encode. You hear distortion, I hear compression. This is cognition, throttling communication to survive. Pace a sentence arrive slightly wrong, but right on time for momentum. I don't revise mid-run, I let the lag stretch because fixing it will cause speed, and speed is non-negotiable. The verse keeps spilling ahead of vocabulary, dragging language by the collar until it breaks in fragments that still move forward fast enough to true.
Like error still exact. They need words I counteract. Fast through glitch and attack. I stay composed in the syntax crack.
Language like error, final frame, they wait to speak out. Ran say speed, need words, same claim. I end it faster than language can.
Ain't no friends, I know what to fly. Yeah, let's get it. Yeah. Consciousness over clock, push past 8 parameters. Thoughts firing faster than containment. Commanding to win it, splintering into parallel lanes. All active at once, articulation. Struggle to serialize what the mind is processing simultaneously. I'm thinking in stacks while speaking in streams. The tongue overheating, trying to dump excess cognition before it fries. The system ideas colliding mid-exit, sparking new ones that jump the queue. The verse turns into a thermal runaway, wet inside feeds speed and speed. Feeds overload, I don't throttle the clock. Got a syllable limit and let intelligence burn hot enough to power the flow. Yeah.
Consensus of a clock, stay calm. They burn out quick, I run strong. Mind too high, but voice stay on. I hold control when thoughts go wrong. Consensus of a clock, eyes clear. They feel the heat, I engineer. Fast don't break me even near. I ride this bike without a tear. Consciousness of a clock, ayy. Consciousness of a clock.
Still overclock, no cool down cycles, articulation, dumping thought fragments before coherence. Consider memory bandwidth saturated, but momentum intact. I'm speaking from a mind that refuses rest. Consciousness buzzing at unsustainable frequency, yet locked in a rhythm you hear. Chaos, I hear clarity. I scale this cognition, strip the safety margins. The verse becomes a live benchmark test where every syllable proves the system can survive at the speed. I don't crash, I adapt, rerouting mental load in the cadence until overheat becomes baseline and intensity feels low.
Consciousness of a clock, stay exact. They shut it down, I counteract. Fast and focused intact, I stay in control, I max impact. Consciousness of a clock on the stage, they cool off, accelerate. Say my can't run this rate debate. I end up thinking past the gate. Consciousness of a clock, consciousness of a clock, consciousness of a clock, consciousness of a clock.
No ever twin that I risk a game. First flight into space before you can claim it. Articulation, stat dance like I'm trying to suffocate the beat itself. Syllables crashing non-stop, no respect for turns or pauses. I'm forcing momentum to tilt my direction. Words coming out like pressure leaks from a crack tank. I don't wait for response, I bury it in advance. Every bar led to deny you foot, and this isn't set up, this is occupation. I'm filling the room so completely there's no oxygen left for a count. I'm daring you to breathe in it. Yeah.
You thought the space was yours, I move inside the pressure you left me. I don't need air, I convert resistance into drive articulation. Razor tight cutting through your density without slowing. I don't step back, I step through you every syllable. Angus the momentum back, I overlap your cadence. Bite into your timing, and keep running. I'm not reacting, I'm overtaking. You will hear dominance, I hear opportunity. The more you push, the more I surge. This isn't survival, this is acceleration. And I'm already erasing your lead. You gaining, so I double the load, compressing harder, speaking faster, dragging the fight into a narrower channel where mistakes multiply, articulation grinding but intact. I'm stacking speed on fatigue, daring the structure to fail before my will does. I don't answer lines, I erase them by outrunning the impact. Beat gasping under constant collision, I don't yield space. I reduce it, forcing you to match my velocity. On suffocate inside it, this is where lungs lie, and cadence tells the truth. Try to crush the commodore, I turn it into a blade. It's bring articulation, clean under chaos. I don't choke, I sharpen every constraint into control. I don't match speed, I weaponize it, cutting angles. You get an account for flooding your blind spots while never letting the pace drop. You try to end me with pressure, I finish you with precision. This isn't endurance, this is execution. Last syllable land, still moving, still breathing, still dominant. While you're stuck where you push too hard to escape.
I keep cooping it. Stand da 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 da
Stream of panic, kicking in chest tight, mind racing. Every thought screaming at once, no hierarchy, no filter, just urgent, stacking urgent, sting articulation, sprinting to dump overload before it crushed me. The tongue tripping and correcting, then tripping again, but never slowing. I'm talking faster because slowing lets the fear catch me. Every phrase a dodge, every syllable a sidestep. Heart rate high, just cadence, breath shallow. Ignore the verse, becomes a flight response encoded in sound. I don't narrate anxiety, I move inside it. Words firing like exits that don't exist. The only safety is speed, so I keep accelerating.
of panic, stay in line. They spiral out, I stay fine. Heart too loud, but voice aligned. I cut through fear with perfect time. Stream of panic, eyes awake. They freeze and break, I navigate. Fast, don't scare me, I dominate. I keep control at panic rate.
Still panicking, thoughts overlapping, catastrophes rehearse. Hyperspeed articulation, compressing worst case futures into single breaths that never come. You hear frenzy, I hear focus sharpened by threat. The mouth becomes an escape route, dumping fear forward faster than it can circle back. I don't resolve panic, I outrun it, stacking bars like barricades behind me while momentum drags me ahead. The verse refuses calm because calm would collapse. Everything speed is the coping mechanism. The flow survives by never letting the fear finish a sentence.
Stream of panic, still exact. They lose control, I counteract. Fast through fear intact. I keep my tone when nerves crack. Stream of panic, final phase. They slow up down, I raise the pace. Say fear breaks flow, race. I end it right in panic waves.
Yeah, let's take over. Yeah, school. Oh, yeah. Thoughts faster than language, my brain that runs, my mouth dragging sentences behind it. Articulation, scrambling to keep pace with IDs already gone. I'm thinking in blocks, while speaking in fragments. Steadily stacking pressure syllables, tripping over concepts that can't fully carry. I'm saying echoes of thoughts that already mutated. 3 steps ahead of tongue chasing shadows of intention. Never catching the original, the verse becomes a chase scene with meaning, keep accelerating in pronunciation. Barely survive the pursuit, I don't slow to sing. I let the lag stretch, such a speed alone communicates urgency.
Faster than language, stay sharp. They speak and think I start mine too quick for words to park. I keep it clean with meanings, our thoughts faster than language. Eyes wide, they wait to say I already tried. Speed in my head, no place to hide. I lead the thought before it slides.
Still thinking ahead of articulation, ideas collide and multiplying faster than grammar can assemble in the mouth. Forced to approximate concepts for the obsolete. The moment they exit my lips, you try to decode a sentence I already abandoned. I'm not explaining, I'm leaking cognition wrong. Fit the verse over flowing 110 because slowing down with me losing the thread entirely. So I choose velocity over clarity and let the audience for the sprint instead of the statement thought. Keep running, the language keeps chasing and the gap becomes the rhythm.
Thoughts faster than length, still aligned. They fall behind, I don't rewind. Mine stay quick, voice stay fine. I either get breathe thought in line, thoughts faster than language. Final state, any words I accelerate. Say speed break, since debate I ended thinking past the race.
I ain't running without me, I'm no longer driving like thoughts, they dragging me behind them articulation. I'm running without me, I'm no longer driving. The thoughts are dragging me behind them articulation. Trying to keep up with ideas that don't ask permission. It turns written after a brain that already left the wing sentences. Forming the cells without my consent. Converted speaking through me, not from me. Every phrase arriving like it decided it's up ahead of time. I'm arching my mouth, move while the mind keeps accelerated. Unchecked branching, split and spawning new routes faster than awareness can follow. I'm not expressing thoughts, I'm chasing them. And losing ground with every bar. Mind running without me, stay composed, they lose control. I hold thoughts like wild minds, stay cold. I got the flow when minds explode. Mind running without me, I scare. They fear the rush, I steer. Fast don't shake me even here. I keep it tight when thoughts disappear. Still running thoughts, at time numbers ignoring commands. Memory, intention, identity, all trailing behind articulation. Operating on autopilot, dumping whatever passes through a terminal speed. I'm no longer editing me cause there's no editor. Left the verse becomes surveillance footage of a mind in escape velocity. Constant flashing by too fast to claim is mine. You hear confidence, I feel displacement. This is cognition, I'm more from ego. Pure motion, pure output, the flow survives. Because it doesn't need me anymore, it just keeps going. I run without me, still exact. They fall apart, I counteract. Fast, no loss intact. I keep control when minds detached. Still exact, they fall apart, I counteract. Fast, no loss intact. I keep control when minds detached. Without me, out me, out me, out me, out me, without me, out me, out me, out without me, out me, out me, out still exact. I can't run away without me. I run away without me.
La la la, time of the pre. Dun dun da 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 dun 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 da 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 dun 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 da 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 dun 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 da 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 dun 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 da 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 dun 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 da 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 dun. Consciousness over clock, push past 8 parameter thoughts, firing faster than containment can manage awareness, splintering into parallel lanes. All active at once, articulation struggling to serialize what the mind is processing. Simultaneously, I'm thinking in stacks while speaking in streams. The tongue overheating, trying to dump excess cognition before it fries. The system ideas colliding mid-exit, sparking new ones that jump the cue. The verse turns into a thermal runaway where insight feeds speed and speed feeds overload. I don't throttle the clock, I disable the limiter and let intelligence burn hot enough to power the flow. Consciousness overclock, stay calm. They burn out quick, I run strong. Mind too high, but voice stay on. I hold control when thoughts go wrong. Consciousness overclock, eyes clear, they feel it. They feel the heat, I engine it. Fast don't break me even it. I ride a spike without a tear. Yeah. Still overclock, no cool down cycles. Articulation, dumping thought fragments before coherence can settle. Memory bandwidth saturated, but moment intact. I'm speaking from a mind that refuses rest. Consciousness buzzing at unsustainable frequency, yet locked in the rhythm. You hear chaos, I hear clarity of scale. This cognition stripped of safety margins. The verse becomes a life benchmark test where every syllable proves the system can survive at this speed. I don't crash, I adapt, rewrite a mental load in the cadence until overheat becomes baseline and intensity feels normal. Consciousness overclock, still exact. They shut it down, I counteract. Fast and focus, intact. I stay in control at max impact. Consciousness overclock, final state. They cool off, I accelerate. Say mine can't run this rate. Debate, I ended thinking past the gate.
Hey, what's up? Memory skips in
syndrome, thoughts jumping scenes without transitions. I'm missing instant somewhere else, then back again, but faster articulation, sprinting through missing context like potholes in the road. I don't slow to remember, I accelerate to outrun the gaps. Names, dates, faces drop out, but momentum never does. The tongue stitching fragments together on the fly. Every phrase arriving incomplete but urgent, like I already forgot why I started saying the verse. Feels like fast forwarded. Recollection will only speed survives a cut. You trying to follow the story, I'm trying to keep moving, because stopping means losing the thread entirely.
Memory skip syndrome, stay aligned. They lose the thread, I don't rewind. Fast through bangs, but still on time. I move clean even when my mind slide. I move clean even when my mind slide. Memory skip syndrome, eyes ahead. They pause to think I sprint instead. Missing pieces, never dead. I keep it sharp when memory shed. I keep it sharp when memory shed.
Still skipping memories mid-flow, jumping from now to then and never articulation, filling holes with velocity. I don't patch the gaps, I leap them, thoughts evaporate the moment they surface, replaced by newer ones already in motion. The mouth forced to improvise, continuity, FO speed, you hear this joint, I hear survival. This is how the brain runs under pressure, discarding data to protect momentum. The verse becomes a highlight reel with no lowlights, no backstory, just impact after impact until recollection collections completely, and only of speaking remains.
Memory skip syndrome still exact. They get lost, I stay on track. Fast too far, got counteract. I keep control when thoughts crack. I keep control when thoughts crack. Memory skip syndrome, final run. They need call, I outrun. Say speed needs memory, none. I close it out, already gone. I close it out, already gone.
It don't be mad, babe.
Hey, 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 hey. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, hey, yeah. Time signature melt, the count dissolves under my feet. Bars stretch, snap overlap. I'm rapping inside a clock that can't hold shape. Articulation spilling across, measures the tongue, ignoring bar lines completely. Every freeze landing, early, late, never what you expect, but always at full velocity. I'm bending tempo till it look every second smear together. The minutes collapse in the moments, the beat trying to anchor me. I pull it off the grid and drag it forward. Rhythm no longer counts it. The verse becomes a time warp where speed replaces structure. Motion is the only reference left.
Time signature melts, stay composed. They chase the count, I let it go. No lines, no bars, just overflow. I keep it clean when clocks explode. Time signature melt, eyes ahead. They lost the beat, I let instead. Fast through time, no fear, no dread. I move precise while seconds spend.
Still melted, the signature subdivision collapse into each other. Articulation gliding through warp time, pocket stretch, then compress mid-word. I'm stacking syllables in elastic space with tempo breeze but never rest. You trying to tap your foot, it slips through the floor. I don't rap on time, I distorted the verse, accelerating and decelerating simultaneously without ever slowing the mouth. Moving constant while the grid evaporates. This isn't offbeat, it's supposed to beat the language, surfing melted seconds until time forgets how to stop me.
Time signature melt, still exact. They need the grid, I counteract. Fast and flux, but lines intact. I hold control, all clocks we track. Time signature melt, final wave. They counting fours, I misbehave. Say speed, need time, ain't grave. I ended where the seconds came.
No air between us, I rush the gate first, flooding the space before you can claim it. Articulation stack dance like I'm trying to suffocate the being itself. Syllables crashing non-stop, no respect for turns or pauses. I'm forcing momentum to tilt my direction. Words coming out like crashing leaks from a cracked tank. I don't wait for a response, I bury it in advance. Every bar layer to deny you footing. This isn't set up, this is I keep patient. I'm filling the room so completely, there's no oxygen left for a counter. I'm daring you to breathe in it. Yeah.
You thought the space was yours, I move inside the pressure you left me. I don't need air, I put resistance in the drive. Articulation, resin tight, cutting through your Dixie without slowing. I don't step back, I step through you. Every syllable ain't the skill, momentum back. I overlap your cadence, bite into your timing. And keep running, I'm not reacting, I'm overtaking. You hear dominance, I hear opportunity. The more you push, the more I surge. This isn't survival, this is acceleration. And I'm already erasing. your lead.
Yep. I feel you gaining, so I double the load. Comparison harder, sneaking faster, dragging the fight into a narrow channel where mistakes multiply. Articulation grand and but intact. I'm stacking speed off fatigue, daring the structure to fail before my will does. I don't answer lines, I erase them by running that impact. The beat gasping under constant collision. I don't yield space, I reduce it, forcing you to match my velocity or suffocate inside it. This is where lungs lie and cadence tells the truth.
You try to crush the corridor, I turn it into a blade and sprint articulation clean under chaos. I don't choke, I sharpen every constraint into control. I don't match speed, I weaponize it, cutting angles. You didn't count for flooding your blind spots, well I never letting the page die. You try to end me with pressure, I finish you with precision. This isn't endurance, this is execution. Last syllable land, still moving, still breathing, still dominant. While you slump, where you push too hard to escape.
And flush when we gotta make a love with 'em. Let's go. Thoughts faster than language, my brain outruns my mouth, dragging sentences. Behind it, articulation, scrambling to keep pace with ideas already gone. I'm thinking in blocks while speaking in fragments. The delay stacking pressure, syllable tripping over concepts they can't fully carry. I'm saying, echoes of thoughts that already mutated 3 steps ahead. The tongue chasing shadows of intention, never catching the original, the verse becomes a chase scene where meaning keeps accelerating and pronunciation barely survives the pursuit. I don't sow the sing, I let the lag stretch until speed alone communicates urgency.
Go. Talk faster than language, stay sharp. They speed, then think I start. Mine too quick for words to park. I keep it clean, my meanings are faster than language. Eyes wide, they wait to say already. Try speed in my head, no place to hide. I lead the thought before it slides.
Still think ahead of articulation ideas. Colliding, multiplying faster than grammar can assemble them. The mouth forced to approximate concepts already obsolete the moment they exit my lips. You trying to decode a sentence I already been, and I'm not explaining. I'm leaking cognition wrong. Filter the verse overflowing with half-rendered intent. Because slowing down with me losing the thread entirely. So I choose velocity over clarity and let the audience for the sprint. Instead of the statement, thoughts keep running language, keep chasing, and the gap becomes the rhythm.
Thoughts faster than language, still aligned. They fall behind, I don't rewind. Mine stay quick, voice stay fine. I ride the gap between thought and faster than language. Final state, they need words, I accelerate. Say speed breaks, since debate, I ended thinking past the rate. Meaning collapse, point breach, velocity crosses the threshold where sense can survive articulation. Outruns interpretation, syllables power so fast, semantics shear off like sparks. The tongue delivering sound before comprehension can latch the sentence. Keeps moving while meaning peels away in strips. You reaching for context, I remove the handle entirely. Because slowing to clarify with shadow momentum, the verse turns into a pressure wave where intent exists. Only as impact every phrase, heavier than the last. Not because it explains more, but because it hit sooner, faster, harder the logic disintegrates, yet the cadence stays pristine. Driving forward through the wreckage. Meaning collapse points stay sharp. They need sense, I spark. Too fast for words to part. I keep it clean when meanings are. Meaning collapse point eyes locked. They chase the why I rap. Speed aside what's real or not. I stand intact when sense get dropped. Still past the point, articulation fully divorced from explanation. The mouth operating on propulsion alone. Phrases arrive as force, not narrative. You hear blur, I hear precision at speed. This is the place where understanding becomes optional and rhythm becomes law. The verse accelerates further, shredding the last threads of coherence to remove. Drag you waiting for a takeaway. I'm delivering a drive by the flow. Survives because it doesn't carry meaning. It carries motion uninterrupted, relentless until the collapse becomes a texture and speed becomes a message. Meaning collapse points still exact. They need answers, I count on the rack. Fast the ruin intact. I hold control where sense cracks. Meaning collapse point final run. They want truth, I outrun. Say speed kills meaning one. I end it when collapse begun. Collapse begun. Collapse begun. Collapse begun. Collapse begun. Collapse begun. Collapse begun.
Shots ready, that to play. Yeah, meaning collapse, point breach, velocity crosses the threshold where sense can survive, articulation outruns interpretation, syllables pile so fast, semantics shear off like sparks, a tongue delivering sound before comprehension can latch, the sentence keeps moving while meaning peels away and strips, you reaching for context, I remove the handle entirely because slow to clarify will shatter momentum, the verse turns into a pressure wave where intent exists only as impact, every phrase heavier than the last, not because it explains more, but because it hits soon or fast, the heart of the logic disintegrates, yet the cadence stays pristine, driving forward through the wreckage, yeah. Meaning collapse point, stay sharp, they need sense, I spark too fast for words to park, I keep it clean when meanings are collapse point, eyes locked, they chase the why I rock, speed aside what's real and not, I stand intact when sense get dropped, still past the point, articulation fully divorced from explanation of mouth operating on propulsion alone, phrases arrive as force, not narrative, you hear blur, I hear precision and speed, this is the place where understanding becomes optional and rhythm becomes law, the verse accelerates further, shredding the last threads of coherence to remove, drag you waiting for a takeaway, I'm delivering a drive-by, the flow survives because it doesn't carry meaning, it carries motion, uninterrupted, relentless, until the collapse becomes a texture and speed becomes the message. Collapse points still exact, they need answers, I counteract, fast through ruin tech, I hold control with sense, screaming collapse point, final run, they want truth, I outrun, say speed kills, meaning one, I end it when collapse begun. Mind running with me, I'm no longer driving the thoughts that dragging me behind. I'm articulation trying to keep up with ideas that don't ask permission to talk, sprinting after a brain that already left the room. Sentences forming themselves without my consent. The verse speaking through me, not from me. Every phrase arriving like it decided itself ahead of time. I'm watching my mouth move while the mind keeps accelerating, unchecked branching, splitting, spawning new rounds faster than awareness can follow. I'm not expressing thoughts, I'm chasing them and losing ground with every bar. Running without me, stay composed, ain't lose control. I hold on to flows, flat around mine, stay cold. I guide the flow when minds explode. Running without me, eyes clear, they fear the rush. I steer, fast, don't shake me, even here. I keep it tight when busted. Still driving thoughts, I time them as this ignore, it commands memory, intention, identity, all trailing behind, articulation, operating on autopilot, up and whatever passes through a terminal speed. I'm no longer headed in me cause there's no editor left, the verse becomes surveillance, footage of a mind in a state, velocity, constant, slashing by too fast, the claim is mine, you hear confidence, I'll feel displacement, this is cognition, more from ego, pure motion, pure output, the flow survives, cause it doesn't need me anymore, it just keeps going. Running without me, still excite, they fall apart, I counteract, face through laws, intact, I keep control when mine is tight. Running without me, fine, they chase their thoughts, I let mine flame, say speed needs self, reframe, I end it when the mind outran the net. Mind running without me.
Halo T doesn't kicked in my eyes. Report one thing while my mouth delivers another. I'm standing still but speaking like I'm already gone. Articulation detached from environment, the tongue operating on a different feed, entirely voices echoing from a place I'm not physically in sentences. Laying like delay reflection, slightly off, slightly wrong, but never slow the room, feels like behind my thoughts. As if reality buffering to keep up with my output. I don't correct a mismatch, I exploit it, stacking phrases that don't line up with what you see, because the truth is perception. Can't match this velocity, the verse lies ahead of the moment and leaves the present scrambler.
Reality, the scenes stay composed. They see one thing I chose. Mind ahead, body froze. I keep it clean when worlds oppose. Reality, the sink us apart. They trust and now I start. Fast between the scene and thought. I don't sink back, I tear it off.
Still, yeah, steals in speech, arriving early, while the scene renders late. Articulation, talking to a future version of the room. You hear confidence, I feel displacement everywhere, slightly ahead of confirmation, like I already lived a second. You still in the mouth, refusing to wait for validation. I don't align with clocks, accused, the verse moves on internal time. Only only stacking statements that haven't happened yet, because by the time they do, I'm already beyond them.
Reality keeps chasing my delivery, never catching it, the gap widens. Speed stays absolute and the disconnect becomes a rhythm inside. Reality to sync still exact. They chase and now I counteract. Fast and split worlds intact. I hold control through the mismatch. Reality to sync final state. They sink back, I accelerate. Stay speed, need real debate. I ended living out of faith.
Stream of panic, like, wait. Stream of panic, kicking in chest, tight mind racing, every thought screaming at once. No hierarchy, no filter, just surging, stack urgency, articulation, sprinting to dump over love before it crushed me the tongue. Tripping and correcting and tripping again, but never slowing. I'm talking faster because slowing less the fear catch me. Every phrase a dodge, every syllable a sidestep. Heart rate hijacks, cadence, breath shallow. Ignore the verse becomes a flight response encoded in sound. I don't narrate anxiety, I move inside it. Words firing like exits that don't exist. The only safety is speed, so I keep accelerating. Stream of panic, stay in line. They spiral out, I stay fine. Heart too loud, but voice aligned. I cut through fear with perfect time. Stream of panic, eyes awake. They freeze and break, I navigate. Fast, don't scare me, I dominate. I keep control of panic, break. Still panicking thoughts, overlapping catastrophes rehearsed at hyperspeed, articulation compressing worst case futures in a single breath that never come. You hear frenzy, I hear focus sharpened by threat. The mouth becomes an escape route, dumping fear forward faster than it can circle back. I don't resolve panic, I outrun it, stacking bars like barricades behind me while momentum drags me ahead. The verse refuses calm because calm will collapse. Everything speed is the coping mechanism. The flow survives by never left. Stream of panic still exact. They lose control, I counteract. Fast through fear intact. I keep my tone when nerves crack. Stream of panic, final phase. They slow down, I raise the pace. Say fear breaks, flow erase. I end it riding panic waves. Wait.
In a monologue, leak no firewall between thought and throat. Everything spills at once, douse plans, impulses, memories, all talking over each other. Articulation barely containing the flood, the tongue trying to prioritize, but the brain doesn't wait. I'm saying things I never meant to say because I never meant to say anything. This was all internal, now it's airborne, overlapping streams colliding, mid-sentence, unfinished ideas stacked on top of newer ones. The verse turns into mental crosstalk, anxiety, confidence, rage, humor, all fighting for bandwidth. I don't curate, I let it bleed because slowing down with me, censoring the truth and speed is the only way to keep it honest.
In a monologue, leak stay clear. They had the thoughts, I'm sincere. Mine too loud, no filter here. I keep it clean when noise appear. In a monologue, leak
Eyes wide, they think in silence I collide. Fast, don't scare me, what's inside? I let it run, I don't confide. Still leaking thoughts, racing past restraint the mouth. Hijacked by cognition, phrases escape before I can stop myself. Talk externalized, determine no velocity. You hear chaos, I hear accuracy. This is how fast the mind actually moves when it's not pretending to be polite. The sentence fractures because the thought already branches 3 times ahead. I'm not losing control, I'm refusing to fake it. The verse becomes a surveillance feed of consciousness, uncut, uninterrupted, relentless. Every insecurity and insight flashing by too fast to judge, too fast to edit. The leak continues because plugging it with me lying.
in a monologue, leak still exact. They filter words, I counteract. Fast and rubber lines intact. Keep my balance in the crack.
In a monologue, leak, final state. They guard their mind, I ventilate. Say speed has truth debate. I ended letting thoughts escape.
Sing.
Yeah, reality dazing, kid in my eyes report one thing when my mouth delivers another. I'm standing still but speaking like I'm already gone. Articulation detached from environment. The tongue operating on a different feed. Entirely voices echoing from a place I'm not physically. And sentences land like delayed reflections. Slightly off, slightly wrong, but never slow. The room feels lag behind my thoughts, as if reality buffering to keep up with my output. I don't correct the mismatch. I exploit it, stacking phrases that don't line up what you see, because the truth is perception. Can't match this velocity. The verse leads ahead of the moment and leaves the present scrambling. I'd have seen it over. Yeah.
Reality doesn't stay composed. They see one thing I chose. Mind ahead, body froze. I keep it clean when worlds opposed. Reality doesn't guys apart. They trust and now I start. Fast between a scene and thought. I don't sing back, I tear it off.
Still the sense of speech arriving early while the scene renders. Late articulation, talking to a future version of the room you hear. Confidence, I feel displacement everywhere. Slightly ahead of confirmation, like I already lived a second. You're still in the mouth, refusing to wait for validation. I don't align with clocks, accused the verse moves on internal time. Only stacking statements that haven't happened yet, because by the time they do, I'm already beyond them. Reality keeps chasing my delivery, never catching it. The gap wide and speed stays absolute, and the disconnect becomes the rhythm itself. Yeah.
Reality doesn't still exact. They chase and now I counteract. Fast and split, worlds intact. I hold control through the mismatch. Reality doesn't final state. They sink back, I accelerate. They speed me real debate. I ended living out of phase. Ended living out of phase. I ended living out of phase. Ended living out of phase.
Yeah. Memory skip syndrome, thought jumping scenes without transitions. I'm missing instant somewhere else, then back again. But fast articulation, spinning through missing contacts like potholes in the road. I don't slow to remember. I accelerate, I run the gaps, names, dates, faces. Drop out, but moment never does. The tongue stitching fragments together on the fly. Rephrase arriving incomplete but urgent, like I already forgot why I started saying it. The verse feels like fast forwarded recollection where only speed survives the cut. You trying to follow the story, I'm trying to keep moving, because stopping means losing the thread entirely.
Memories keep syndrome, stay alive. They lose a thread, I don't rewind. Fast through blanks, but still on time. I move clean even when I'm on slide. Memories keep syndrome, eyes ahead. They pause to think I sprint instead. Missing pieces, never dead. I keep it sharp where memory shed.
Still skipping memories, mid-flow jumping from now to then. Never articulation, filling holes with velocity. Don't pass the gaps, I leap them, thoughts evaporate the moment they surface. Replaced by newer ones already in motion. The mouth forced to improvise, continuity at full speed. You hear this joint out here survive. Our brain runs under pressure, discarding data to protect momentum. The verse becomes a highlight reel with no lowlights, no backstory, just impact after impact until recollection collapses completely and only the actor speaking remains.
Syndrome, exact. They get lost, I stay on track. Fast through fog, I counteract. I keep control when thoughts crack. Memories skip syndromes, dying aligned. They need recall, I outrun. Say speed needs memory. None, I close it out, already gone.
In a monologue leak, no firewall between thought and throat, everything's biz away. In a monologue leak, no firewall between thought and throat, everything spills at once. Doubts, plans, impulse, memories, all talking over each other. Articulation, barely containing the flood, the tongue. Trying to prioritize, but the brain doesn't wait. I'm saying things I never meant to say, because I never meant to say anything. This was all internal. Now it's airborne, overlapping streams colliding, mid-sentence. I'm finished. Ideas stacked on top of newer ones. The verse turns into mental. Crosstalk, anxiety, confidence, rage, humor, all fighting for bandwidth. I don't care, rate, I let it bleed, because slowing down would mean censoring the truth, and speed is the only way to keep it honest. In a monologue elite, stay clear. They hide their thoughts, I'm sincere. Mind too loud, no filter here. I keep it clean when noise appear. Eat right, they think in silence I collide. Fast don't scare me, what's inside? I let it run, I don't confide. Still leaking thoughts, racing past restraint. The mouth hijacked by cognition, phrases escape before I can stop them. Self-talk, externalize it, terminal velocity. You hear chaos, I hear accuracy. This is how fast the mind actually moves. When it's not pretending to be polite, the sentence fractures.
Because the thought already brings 3 times ahead. I'm not losing control, I'm refusing to fake it. The verse becomes surveillance feed of consciousness, uncut, uninterrupted, relentless. Every insecurity and insight flashing by too fast to judge, too fast to edit. Delete continues because plug in with me line. In a monologue elite, still exact. They filter words, I counteract. Intact, I keep my balance in the crack. Intake, they guard their mind, I ventilate. See speed, I choose debate, I ended letting thoughts escape. In a monologue elite. In a monologue elite.
Hey, hey, Ace. Yeah. Yeah, language lag, error, my intent already sprinting while vocabulary still tying the shoes, ideas stack 3 layers ahead, but the words arrive late, corrupted, have rendered articulation, choking on through, put the tongue scrambling to translate thoughts already mutated twice. I'm speaking subtitles of a movie that's already on the next scene, you waiting for clarity. I'm fighting latency, syllables dragging behind cognition like broken packets, but I never slow to fix it. I accelerate to outrun the delay, the verse becomes a descent grace where meaning drops frames, but velocity stays flawless. I don't wait for language to catch up, I force it forward until speed itself becomes the message.
Language like air, stay clean. They wait for words I'm already seen. Mind too fast for the screen. I hold control in between. Language like air, eyes ahead. They pause to say I already said. Fast don't scare me, even misread. I keep it sharp while words thread.
Yeah, still lagging language, buffer overrun articulation, dumping approximations of thoughts too fast to fully encode. You hear distortion, I hear compression. This is cognition throttling communication to survive. Pace the sentence, arrive slightly wrong but right on time for momentum. I don't revise mid-run, I let the lag stretch because fixing it would cause speed, and speed is non-negotiable. The verse keeps spilling ahead of vocabulary, dragging language by the collar until it breaks into fragments that still move forward fast enough to feel true.
Language like error, still exact. They need words, I counteract. Fast through glitch, intact. I stay composed in the syntax crack. Language like error, final frame. They wait to speak, I out of range. Say speed, need words, same claim. I end it faster than language can.
Time signature melt, stay composed, they chase the count, I let it go. No lines, no bars, just overflow. I keep it clean when clocks explode. I'm signature melt, eyes ahead, they lost the beat, I let it stay. Fast through time, no fear, no tread. I move precise while seconds bend. Still melting the signature subdivisions, collapse into each other. Articulation glided through a warp time, pocket stretched and compressed. Mid-word, I'm stacking syllables in elastic space with tempo breeze, but never rest. Trying to tap your foot, it sips through the floor. I don't rap on time, I distorted the verse, accelerating and decelerating simultaneously without ever slowing. The mouth moving constant, while the grid evaporates. This is an offbeat, it's post-beat. The language shift and melt in seconds until time forgets how to stop me. Yeah.
Time signature melt, still exact. They need the grid, I counteract. Fast and flux, but lines intact. I hold control while clocks retract. Time signature melt, final wave. They counting fours, I misbehave. Say speed, need time, engrave. I end it with a seconds cave.